I know as an American, I'm not allowed to play favorites. However, my don't panics, who were trained by Soviet. See, what happens is in tunnel service, when the world in reality is being built, it's black, there's black, and blue. There I am, I'm blue in the tunnel of Soviet. As a Dosinovin and as the only Soviet, there is a calibration to the universe that gets built. There's all different types. Currently, my don't panics, which are my Hispanics, but Hispanic is a slave name, a common name, which most of you don't mind because you don't know what it means. However, I don't disrespect you to your face. I don't mention anything. I just ask for your name, your common name, and go about it as a goddess. Because as a Jaguar priestess, there's no need in this world for me to one-up. But here's what happens. As the tunnel's being built and I was stitched in to protect me, because the entire universe gets built by myself and Niklaus and the Soviet and the Dosinovin first, and then the children of the world are brought in on special cause in order to watch that their children are being documented appropriately and being treated appropriately on private mission. So there is a beautiful painting of these people that you gifted me today. They are Hispanic. They are Don't Panics, as I call them, from Jaguar Priestess. He was playing what I call Carabe music, but it was the Latino commoner music, which I don't particularly care for. To me, it sounds Korean. So he was so kind and he changed it to English, which I know his Dosinovin robot operator did for me on Magical Antenna Machine, which, I mean, they don't know, but I'm documenting for my own whatever, that I'm wearing my blue and my black and we're clamming. And I just realized we're at something called a bayside, like the real bayside by the water. And for the first time as I'm walking, I looked down and I can see the bay, because I always go to the ocean side, the Oceanside. And this is the bay, Bayside. As I was walking, the bayside, the color, there's the tan underneath and then there's the colors that come up. It was like a red and a dark brown, but it was more of like a calico mulatto mixture. Although I don't say calico because that's my cat version at Arbovitus, but the mulatto version for the common version, which I didn't realize because the town Bayside in Queens that I live in was always Polish, German, Italian, white as Arbovitus proper. But I did mention as a Soviet to the Don't Panics that they're Hispanics. Science was being siphoned off of and broken, and they're always they're always on time, they're always great people, great payers, they always are hard workers, and I had to make note of it, who the evil was, which are the facially disfigured whites. Go figure that I'm in a tunnel now, broken. I mean, I still love all my people, I just don't particularly care for the whatever whites that got out of their chains and cages that we locked them in. And as I'm sitting here, I'm trying to sit with my shoulders back and my lats, L-A-T-S, the lattice, L-A-T-T-I-S-E, on my back of my muscles, M-U-S-C-L-E-S. I can't even hold myself Arbovitus proper because the universal science is being siphoned off of by the evil whites with the facial disfigurement. I think they followed me. Oh yeah, look at that. They follow me everywhere I go is the enemy. I swear to fucking Christ, it's so fucking obnoxious. I like my Hispanics. I don't like when the asshole Koreans follow me. I'm playing favorites in this tunnel version because I'm so fucking sick and tired of you piece of shits. So what happens is when I'm in Starboard and I'm premeditated and prescribed, I had to answer questions, and then the tunnel just kept building and building and building and building more dangerously for the sewing part of it. But I don't know, there were non-Soviet trained there, and they were really dangerous and not godly whatsoever, and they fucked with the entire system, and they gave themselves stuff instead of the Desinovin and the real Soviet, the goddess, the Jaguar priestess of everybody, the commoner and the proper. So here I am in common territory still at 41 without Nicholas Klaus. The Hispanics trained by the Soviets watching over their blurry face, because what happens is you're all just like a bunch of like, I mean, how else do I say it? Like in the easy bake oven, you get shrinky dinks. They're just like paper thin, like whatever. Great. Okay, so we take it's almost like a mouse, and then you just put a genetic over there, and you label them, and then whatever the parent delivers out of the hose and penis and vagina is what then in that category shows up. So the faces and the names are non importante per me. So I don't, not hostile in that sense, and I'm definitely not home hostile. But it's a blurry face in memory, because they never counted, they never mattered. They count in a grand schematic of things, of how's the management of the planet doing on geonatology standards, but they're specific, like who are they, what are they, nobody gives a shit. Their script story, nobody cares. Unless it's a day like this where we're at the bay, at the beach, and it was planned by tunnel service to fly in extra special, like coloreds, to look over their people to make sure that I'm documenting my part properly, and they were manipulated before, but to be nice, to not have to put the music that sounds like Korean in my ear, they put in the nice English music, which I thought was really, really nice, being that we're in the state of New York. So I thanked him. I said, muchos gracias. And I only said that because he was playing only Hispanic music before. So I thought that was appropriate. I didn't think that was a diss. I thought that was being honorable. But again, everybody's mad about something in this world. So I don't really give a shit. I like people like this. They're really nice.